Hey guys, welcome back to the S5 guy. It's Dirk, and as you can plainly see, I have finally got the Audi pulled into the garage, which means we must be getting ready to work on something. I've got the S5 sitting here with the hood open. I've got a can of satin paint and primer all in one. Tonight, we're gonna take the front bumper off, get the front bumper support sanded and painted in preparation for tomorrow, where we are finally installing the RS style front grille and the Luft-Technik intercooler from ECS Tuning. Man, it's a super exciting time because with the Sportback, this is gonna be my first big cosmetic mod as well as my first performance-based mod. The intercooler all setting us up for future things to come. So let's get started.
This is one of my deepest secrets, you hear me?
So first things first is this guy here. This latch needs to be popped out. Once it is, this entire covering tray right here can come off, and we'll get started with some bolts underneath. Let's go. It's not a latch, it's a button. So you can see that right here. You just push that recess, you push that button in, and it realigns this cog in here, so you can just pull it right off. So that's easy. Looks like a T, maybe 35, 25. You know what? I'm not much of a guesser. Let's just get in there and figure it out. All right, down here by the wheel well, I'll turn the car on here and rotate the wheel in a second to make it easier to access, but there are 4 T-screws as well, T25 on these, so it's easier to turn the car on, turn the wheel one direction, get the 4, turn the wheel back the other direction, or well, you get the inside too, and then turn the wheel the other direction and get the other 4. There is a screw. Once you get this open, you'll have to reach inside of here. Man, there's 100 million people that have shown that, so you know, once you turn the wheel, you can peel that back. You'll be able to reach your hand in there to get the last bolts that are in there. All right, guys, so this is what I was talking about here. These first 2 T25s, they come off because they have to for the bumper to come off. These top 2 are so you can peel this guy back. And then once you do, you should be able to see, once you do, boom, you should be able to see the last bolts that need to come off there that are supporting the bumper. As I said, it's just a little pop piece. That's it. And it is sitting, if you can see, just right up here. Just right here on the inside when you first pull in. A little work with the flathead to get it unseated, and then grab the needle nose pliers and pop it right off. And it looks like, yep, if you can start to see that. All right, guys, so I'm a big time liar. If you can see back there, oh, perfect, literally right there. There is one more T-screw, it's a T30, so I'll have to grab that on this side and then head to the other side and grab that. But that is the last one after that pop rivet right here that has to come out. And it's easy to grab with just, well, 1/4 inch extensions with a T30 on it. All right, so there she is, that's that last one. A lot of people use a magnet to grab that out of there, but I've got long hands and fingers that are fairly skinny, so I literally could just grab it and pull it out after I was done loosening it enough. And after you do that, you'll see the front of the bumper is popped out and ready to roll. We've already got the top off, so let's get up on the ramps and get the bottom done. All right, so the car is up on ramps, and as I get under here, you got a little light, hopefully you can see. Just right off the bat, all I can see is 4 T25s. So I will get those 4 taken out and let you know if there's any more. And by goodness gracious, the bottom of this bumper is trash. I guess it's doing what it's supposed to do, right? All right, guys, so like I said, I was able to find 4 T25 bolts down there. That is it. But I've slid the bumper forward, and it looks like it's ready to come out. As you can see, it's evenly slid forward on both sides and popped out on the ends. So I don't have the Prestige, so I don't have to worry about these stupid sensors in the grill, which is nice because when you don't get the Prestige, it also already comes in honeycomb, so it'll match the RS grill that's going on. So all I have to do is take out the plugs for these sensors. I should just have 2 of them, and then this guy will pull right off. And then after that's done, we'll get those snapped into the new grill. All right, so apparently there are more screws that take this little tray down. I think like 3 more, and I did not take it down, so I got the luck of popping all the little rivets out of it without taking it down, and then disconnecting this bad boy, which wasn't that big of a deal. But as you can see, the front bumper is out, or off rather, and there she stands. Unfortunately, since we are also doing an intercooler, I am gonna have to go ahead and pull off that rain tray. All right, so there she is. Front bumper, rain guard, all removed. That crash bar is actually beautifully shiny, doesn't have a whole lot of buildup or anything on it. So I'm just gonna get that wiped down, and then we're gonna go ahead and paint it, and I'll show you guys what the paint looks like before we call it a night. All right, so there she is, all painted up. I know it looks gloss black right now, but it'll actually settle as a nice satin / matte black. I chose that because I didn't want you to be able to see the gloss and shine through the RS style grill. But she's all black, and we'll let that sit overnight so the paint can dry and cure to the touch before I start messing with getting that stock front mount intercooler off. See you guys tomorrow. All right, so while the bumper mount is drying, I'm gonna get the grill put in to the bumper, the new grill. That's the RS style grill there. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this license plate frame off and this symbol block off, because obviously we're not gonna leave either of those on the car, and I will be replacing the stock rings so that the silver rings are there. So let's get that pulled off first. So there she is, looking sweet. Let's set that aside and get the grill going. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is take off this bracket covering the stock Audi, back of the stock Audi rings here. And I don't see that it does much else. So I'm probably not gonna I might not put that back on, we'll see. But yeah, then it looks like some T25s all the way around here. And then I don't know if there are any screws or anything under this bracket that holds this wiring system in, but we'll look into that momentarily. I've already got the sensors unplugged, so those will have to go on the new grill as well. So let me go ahead and get all these T25s out, and I'll see you guys in a second. All right guys, so once I detached, unscrewed all the front bumper, I just popped these sensors out. There's just a little flathead notch on each side here, if you can see that. And you just push the clip out of the way and pull up on this, and this sensor will come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these into the new grill, and then I'll finish getting the old grill out so I don't lose these. Okay guys, this cradle right here at the bottom of the grill has to come out, if you can see down there. It has to come out to be able to get the grill out. This shit is so annoying. There are clips on both sides. One has to be pulled out this way and one has to be pulled out that way and lifted up progressively as you go. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 total of them. And if they were easy, I'd be like, hey, no big deal, pop some clips and get it going. But of course, they're the stiffest clips in the world. So that has to come out before you can swap the grill out. It's gone now. Let's get the old grill popped out and get the new one in, because I'm getting tired. Hey guys, I'm gonna give you a little trick here, okay? If you wanna reuse the stock Audi rings like I did, and you don't wanna snap all of them, this is what you have to do. Get yourself a real small flathead, and then get yourself any kind of flathead. And what you're gonna do is stick the first flathead by the silver prong, pull against it, use the smaller flathead, you'll see gaps, little small spaces right next to it. Use that to push on the bigger part of the ring to push that snap out. If you try and push on the actual snap itself, you'll break it. I did break one of the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 total. I broke one of them learning that. So pry the snap open and then use this to sneak in between there and push down on the actual back of the rings. All right, guys, so here's a little sneak peek. Looks pretty sexy. I don't want to give too much away because I will actually show it once it's on the car and the project's done. All right, guys, so diving back into the fun here. I'm gonna start with the hose clamps. So first hose clamp on the left and then one on the right. They are 7mm. Gonna pop those guys off first and then move the hoses back out of the way and see what else is stopping us from getting the stock intercooler off. So let's get these going. Okay, first one was not so bad. Let's get the other one off. All right, so hopefully you guys can see right in there. Let's see. Yeah, so over here to the right, back there, see that little clip that's sticking out? I just need to push those down and in and then pull the intercooler towards me. That'll pop the driver's side out, and then hopefully with that we can sort of wedge the passenger side out. So yeah, let's pop it out. All right, guys, so let me see if I can get you in here. Those pinch clamps were super easy. Let me get you some extra light. They're right up here at the top on both sides, and all you do is come in. Don't try to actually pinch the clamps down. Come in from the side of it, behind it. There's plenty of space behind it to get these needle nose in. Come in from behind it and just pinch the clamps down pre-intercooler, and then this bad boy just pops right out, and then you should be able to twist the intercooler to the left and down towards you, and boom, there she is, stock intercooler, and yeah, it's as light as a feather. So let's get this thing set aside, and you'll see these right here are the plastic clips on both sides that the metal piece of the intercooler will sit down in. That's why they give you those rubber protectors. So put the rubber protectors on for sure, otherwise you're gonna have metal on plastic. Put those on, that'll sit down in here once the intercooler is up in the grill space, and yeah, and then from there we should be able to see where we're mounting it. Let's roll. Once you get this bad boy pushed up and into place, it'll sit on those plastic clamps I was talking about here, and then you'll see exactly where the hardware needs to be installed to hold it into place. There. So I'll put those on to get it supported, and then I'll get these coupler covers off and use the new clamps from ECS Tuning and finish getting this thing buttoned in. Okay. Whoa, okay, that is finally on. Let me be completely honest with you. Was the fitment of this support clamp like completely dreamy? No, it was not. I did have to bust my friend Hammer out, give this side just one good nick so that this would line up properly, but I mean, we're in there. It's secure. It looks good. I'm gonna put the clamps on and start getting this damn bumper back on finally. All right, look at that. With the new RS style grill and the front mount intercooler, I mean, that is just looking sexy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this tray back in and put the trunk release latch on, and then I'll back it off the ramps so that I can finish doing the wheel wells. And yeah, we're good to go. Oh man. Whew. Guys, look at that. I mean, ooh-wee. It's all buttoned up and closed. Man, let me back this damn thing out of the garage here. Goodness gracious. Isn't she pretty? I mean, guys, whew. With the RS grill, but then also the painted bar and being able to see the intercooler inside. I am elated, guys. Hey, check it out, man. If you like what you saw, smash that like button. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys at the next mod.
This is one of my deepest secrets, you hear me?